Hey there, hope you guys are doing fine. I'm doing fine, and for today we are going to continue the storyline of Bill Tori. Last time we placed down a few couple bits and things because way back in the days this was a good spot for fishermen to fish because there's a lot of water and a lot of fish, and that's why this small little town started to exist. Of course, we're now in modern times and days, so certain things will change over time. But before we continue all of that good stuff, I have one comment of Captain Waffles, and he is saying, name a road Billy. Also cool to see a new mini-series, exciting to see where this goes. And thank you a lot. I think it's a very good idea if people just give names and then I can make up like a little story why, or maybe not, a road is called a certain name. Now, last time we also added this little industry and I kind of forgot to tell a little story or maybe a bit of an excuse why this road is down here. And from an angle like this, I can tell you guys that it might be a good excuse that this is like more of a intersection road somewhere in the middle of the country, and that people think that in the far future it will be crowded out here with a living town, living industry. There is a railway coming by, and also there are options for ships and a nice harbor. So investors decided there needs to be an industry already starting out here, and that is why this foggy, polluted industry is just popping out of the ground right down here. But the thing that we all have been waiting for is me naming a street with a suggestion of you guys. Anyways, we're going to call Road 1, we're gonna call it Billy, because I have made up a little storyline why this road is called Billy. And so here is the reason why this road is called Billy, because down here there will be a farm, and on this farm there is a goat called Billy. Not just a goat, it is a very special goat. Children and the people that live in this small little village love that goat a lot. But on one day people were hearing screaming very loud and also a very loud roar. And what happened is that the mayor of the town was cornered by a gigantic bear, and just at the moment as the mayor was about to be shredded by the bear, Billy the goat was also curious what the heck was going on, and he felt like he needed to do something. So he escaped his little pen and started running towards the bear, and then he put his horns up the bear's butt, and the bear got so scared off in pain that he ran away, and everyone was happy and that the mayor was safe. And so on, the mayor decided to call this road Billy. And also in this case we're going to build a nice farmhouse right out here. I am going to need to add a little bit of power, and I think what is also a good idea before doing that is we can unlock special buildings later on, and I want to see if there's a building that looks like a church. So later on we will build a church down here. I'm just going to delete this guy already. I'm really sorry, you have to move. And then let's just add a little bit of power from this right down here. And then let's just see there. I think it would be nice to make this farmhouse right down here, right? So let's just take this building, and like I've been saying, this will be the biggest building in town for right now. So we're just going to boost it up with just a little bit. I don't want to go full speed just yet. Later on in the game, when we're going to make bigger projects, I will just speed things up. And this town is something that will get more storylines, and also, yeah, it will basically stay here. This will be the only place out here that will never be gone or never, you know, change too much. And yeah, I can make up all kinds of fun things to the storyline. So right down here we already have like two shoppings. We have this guy is a quiet corner shop, and we have this guy which is a drugstore. Alright, very good. And in this case it is very misty at the moment, so yeah, that's why this is going on. And I also seen we have a bit of a power problem, so I'm going to need to solve that by just cranking this up, and then I will be placing a new power thing out here. That is because it is misty out here. And yeah, let's just line it up right about here. And also take care that this guy is like that. And the reason why I cranked up the power is just to reduce the damage for a second, because now we have a lot. And now we can just, I don't know, go to 90 and see if that will help out. Yeah, it definitely does for now. All right, that is beautiful. We're still making money. Sooner or later, this blue mist will be gone. And I seen, you know, like Cities Skylines 2 doesn't have all of this, you know, overly done fog. This is a farmhouse, sorta, slash is. And I'm also thinking, let's make a tiny little house right down there, just a tiny bit, because there are also people that in summer times work here, so it's more like a maybe like a guest house or something, or for the people that come and help here in the summertime. Just a little house. And I want to see if this will change later on to something bigger. And when it has changed to something bigger, I want to make a historical building of it so it will never be gone. And what I also think is we're going to call this Captain Waffles, like that. That is his YouTube name. So yeah, I like to also add YouTubers to the houses, because that is the easiest way for me to remember like who gave it what name. So in this case, Pier Street. How about this one is me, that's JB. This will be my house. It is onto the street. And then we can also make it historical and so on for other buildings down here. We can just, you know, give it a name. And, you know, I have been telling people we need like a bakery. So let's hope that this will be a bakery. And yeah, this is the little guest house. Now, one other thing, of course, because I'm playing without mods, we do not really have an option just yet to add any kinds of fencing. I do believe later on we do get an option to add certain trees, or maybe they have some fencing, but it's just all very basic. Where are you guys going? Wow, okay. Wow, Captain, that is a big family you have down here. Alright, so that is going to be that. So let's just add a little bit of speed to the whole show. Oh yeah, we can also do this kind of things. This is also something that I would like to do, right? So we're just going to imagine that this is the main street. These side streets, you know, for in and out, these guys need to stop. This is just extra for fun. Also goes for these guys to make it a little bit realistic. And down here a stop, because this is like a side street. These ones can go straight. Maybe later on I can make like maybe like a traffic down here, traffic light here, and maybe traffic light here, since that will be the busiest street. But that is how things go actually. And as you can see, the mist has, you know, cleared up. Better to say fuck, right? Yeah, so let's just add this here, that there. Just leave a little bit open, you know, maybe like that, for a couple more. Now, of course, at some point, you know, the industry down here will grow, right? And we're also going to need to have like a modern type of neighborhoods. So we start building that here. Also have certain shopping centers and whatnot. And you know, this road is something that I want to upgrade very much later on, and I got all kinds of nice little storylines in mind. And for right now, we are aiming for a little hamlet, which sooner or later will be done, right? And we're gonna go to this guy, which you can also do specialized industry and that kind of stuff. So what I can do for, you know, future stuff is already add, for example, a road. I don't like that. Just add a road right down here, and then decide later on like how we're going to fill in the blank, right? It will be cool, maybe something else, a little bit of facility, and anything else will be added later on. For right now, we could use a little bit more industry. Now, I don't have an option yet for landscaping, but it seems like that this water is very high up. So eventually we could make a little bit natural type of deal going all the way through here, and then you know, ended up right down there. I think it would be a fun thing to do. Ah, yes, okay. Now, besides Yeah, okay. So besides the factory here, we also going to need to add in a little bit of, let's say, like a little bit of shopping idea, right? And what I'm thinking is like, we're going to make a thingy that's gonna go this way, like that, and then make it not too big actually. I should keep in mind like that, and then remove this, have this like that, and that like this. Going to make a bit of a roundabout out of it. That's just one project. Like, it is easier for truckers and whatnot to, you know, go by. But the only downside for now would be that I don't have one-way traffic just yet, but it will be at some point. It will be one-way traffic. I mean, I could do it right now, but I just, this is the very first road with asphalt. And with that being done, what we can do here is just add a couple of shops for the truckers, you know, stop by, have a food, a drink, or maybe, yeah, a gas up, I'm trying to say here. Would be a good idea, right? Yeah, burger bites, they can eat from a long trip and whatnot. And I'm sure at some point, if we buy this part here, we can make like a cross section here and have like another shopping area when people come from a long trip, and truck drivers, they can have a little bite and gas up their vehicles. And you know, yes, I do agree that mods can add in so much more, but I first would like to, you know, have a little bite with no mods. And then at some point, if you guys like to, we can start implementing mods and go ham. But I do also have to say, and I was thinking about this last night, that in about 3 months, Cities Skylines 2 will come out. So it's gonna be tight. It's gonna be tight. But Cities Skylines 2, if you guys like to, at some point we'll get some mods too. And it has so much mods implemented from Cities Skylines 1. It's absolutely crazy what they have added. Because there we go. We have now little hamlet. We've unlocked some stuff. Garbage. We're really going to think about that. Healthcare and education. We're just going to add that into our little village here. You know what? Let me just... I also need to keep in mind, like, if we're going to make this 3 and this 3, I will have one of 2. So what I can better do then is make this. Then we can also make use of like walkway to here, so people don't have to go all the way around, but can also skip past. And you also keep in mind, maybe I can do it like all the way here, right? Might be a smart thing to do. Yeah, I'll guess once again I'm going to unlock landscaping or whatever that was in order to get that. It will be fine. We're just trying to keep the show rolling. Ooh, we're gonna get a garbage problem sooner or later. And yeah, this is a long way to go for the garbage. Why not here, right? But then it's all the way there, and maybe all the way here. We're gonna make like a modern neighborhood. So I am thinking, how about, right? Yeah, like that. Beautiful. Alright. And then also in this case, let's just lower certain things because we don't need all of that stuff. Lower this to 80%. I think that would be a nice percentage for now. And does this stuff need water and whatnot? I mean, it's just a dump site, right? It has water. Yeah, power it will need. So maybe in this case it's handy that I do this and then connect it up like that. Beautiful. Alright, out you go, guys. Later on we can always like make like a one-way road there, one-way road there, or something. There are enough options here. Maybe a 2-lane road would also be fine. We just have to see. Okay, here's another thing that I would like to do. And in this case, I'm going to fix a tiny road down here. And there will be a little corner shop right down here. Because Captain Waffles' farm is, you know, making, you know, milk and cheeses and carrots and whatnot. This will be brought to the little store right down here. So, yeah. Captain, if you would like to name your store, which apparently it all changes into hamburgers, you can go ahead and just, you know, name it. This street will be with it, whatnot. Alright, so before things get out of control down here, you know, like running out of space, I'm trying to say. Oh man, I wish I already had option to see what resources we have. Yeah, I guess once we get this, we will unlock automatically ground resource stuff, which will be this one. And maybe make like a little forest industry out here. Just 2, you know, buildings or whatnot with trees that has, you know, all kinds, because this town also need like goodies, you know, like goodies for making the houses. Anyways, then later on there will be a there will be like a project being built down here, fire stations, police stuff, and bigger things. And what I think is the best way to do here, if I use my brains a little bit, is I see something popping up in my mind. So what I eventually would like to do here is have a one-way road. Right, it's coming out like this. Yeah, that would be perfect, like that. And then also like partly here. This will be used for the project for fire station, police station, a little bit of hospital things. And there will be some stuff down here, but people will also demonstrate against it, because this forest, you know, and forest industry, there will be a lot of demonstrating and riots going on into these little series. But this is going to be a very important spot, because here they have access to all of the needs that they are going to need. All right, and then now I'm thinking about it. Let's just skip this for now, and then what I would like to do here actually is just build a roundabout, just like that. And the roundabout makes things easy to have a bit of intersections type of deal for quick access and whatnot. And what I think to do eventually is having a little bit like houses passing the water. Or let me see here. I don't think I cannot do that just yet. Right, and then right around here we have our first spot for a new neighborhood. This is all being done because of the future of the industry that will be here, and the quick access to the train that should be somewhere around here, and or a harbor access that we can build here. It's going to be one heck of a project around this this intersection down here, which is one of the most busiest parts of this whole country. Okay, power so far so good. I need to keep a close eye on that, because when this fog pops up, it's gonna be crying out loud, you know. Right, we have a little bit more demand for some more of these shopping streets. Yeah, for the shopping street right down here. And I'm gonna call this trucker. What is it called? Is it called plane? Like this? Plane, like it's a square. Even though it's a circle, you know. Okay, trucker square. Even though, you know, it's ironic, it's a circle. Let's just do it like that. There'll be a whole ironic thing about this place. Ooh, our available water is getting a hit sooner or later. So yeah, which is this water. Now I know what I said before. If we're gonna suck too much water, everything is gonna drain that way, which will be super dangerous. Because what if children, you know, start swimming here and there will be like a strong water flow going this way? Children will be sucked up in this pipe, animals and whatnot. It's gonna be a horrible disaster. For now we can do this. Later on we have to think of a different plan. And yes, I know I could just boost this up, but I don't want to come to a point, you know, maybe I run out of cash or whatever, I'm building too much. This water tower cannot handle all of that industry, right? So it would be a little bit realistic to start making water facilities. Oh man, I love these little details in this game. It is just absolutely fantastic. I do think it's funny. I believe I've seen like certain houses in comparison with others are not like optimal, but I guess in Cities Skylines 2 it will be more balanced out. Like imagine, this is one house. Is that no, it is, wow, okay. These are two houses. This is one gigantic house, and compare this gigantic house to, you know, this tiny little thing right down here. Got a lot of land though. Right, so we need a lot more folks down here. So let's just implement some folks, and once again I wanna keep things a little bit nice. And of course down here, this is modern neighborhood. Modern neighborhood is gonna get modern big houses. And I don't want to build houses on the street side. I want to keep it clean. You know, in real life you have like spaces that are clean, or at least you see that more and more. Back in the days they didn't really think about certain things, and then you can get really tight streets, and it's problematic to upgrade that later on when things are getting super busy. Yeah, but it's also good because cozy streets are just very, very lovely. Look at these houses. Fantastic. Wouldn't you just face this way, please? I mean, yeah, well, it's fine, I guess. I'm not expecting heavy traffic around here, like super much, but yeah. I guess you can pass your car that way easily. Not going to line up all out there. Yeah, might my English sometimes. And yeah, this doesn't look aimed out actually. So let me just fix that up, because that's not good at all. How is that even possible? Yeah, okay, that is fine. I'm not sure what went wrong there. This should not do it. Leave. Don't be angry. Oh, no, oh, okay, let's just quick add that there. There you go. This should do it. Got more demand for industry. There's gonna be one down here. Maybe later on, you never know. We can always, you know, remove this guy, have a little expansion this way. Yeah, so I'm going to need to make a little bit of money because I need sewage and I don't have any money. That's going to be a little troublesome. Now what I can also do is just take a small little look at what in the world is going on down here. 06, I think that is okay. And this one, I could just, you know, education is not that. Oh well, I didn't even lower that one. So 160 to, let's see how much we're gonna save. That's $2, 4, and so on. I guess it will be $20. Okay, 128. So yeah, we saved up what, $22. Was that it? What was 150, right? $22. That is a lot, you know. For some people it definitely is. Alright, so I do believe, yes we can add another one of those. I am going to pause it to save a little bit of crying. What I best can do is just that, and then connect it like that, so in the future I don't have any problem like this. Okay, so yep, this will be fine. Not pretty, maybe later on. The only thing I do not really understand is, like, why is it so screwed up? Ah, snapperoonies, man. But do this, yeah, it is screwed again. Like, why? Why, game? Why are you doing this to me? What are you doing? Oh, wait a minute. Oh yeah, chew. Yep, okay, that is actually fine. Make up your mind. I am. Yeah, we have like chew open, which we had the same thing going on down here before, because these ones cannot be connected up with these ones. I think it's because it's hilly or whatever, and money. But we are on the edge. We are on the edge. We need 11 more folks. And there we have it. This is definitely a worthy village. Yes, so we can unlock a new area, or maybe we can all do it at the industry. It might be a smart idea. Districts, policies, second loan, district specialization, services policies, fire department, police department, unique buildings, water specialization, agriculture specialization, power stuff, this and that, and that and this. Alright, and achievements, I kind of got a lot of these. Anything else? Unique buildings. I'm not sure how that works, but alright, I'm just gonna pause it here because, you know, sooner or later things will happen. Let's take a quick look right down here. Now, ooh, this is new. So this is a countdown clock to Cities Skylines. Chill, I know about that. Same goes for this. This is special stuff. But what I am looking for is a church. Church. I don't know, maybe there is like a church, but I need to unlock certain things. If anyone happen to remember, like if it's in the game, like by default, vanilla, yeah, then let me know down below in the comment section. I think this is actually a very good moment to stop it right down here, and then next time we can continue with more storyline and of course more street naming. If you like to, we can also name some houses towards your comments. Now, one thing I am going to do right down here is add a couple more little things, and that will be yeah, okay, yay. Well, right down here one, and then here will be a tiny one, and then we can play like a small building here, and then I'll leave it with that, or else fires break out and people